If you were born in the hood and you were born to an abusive family, your game is to ascend past the abuse that they have done to you. As you can see from the chart that I have up here, right? It's one thing to be born to a impoverished environment, but you have love around you. This is why money is just a construct, but it's the inner world. If you were born in poverty but your mother was so nurturing to you, made sure that you ate, okay, even if she had to not eat, your father made sure he provided even if he didn't have, right? That's going to inspire you to become your greatest version because you have a backbone, right? It's going to be easier for you to overcome a impoverished mindset, to overcome the micro, the meso. The macro is going to be easier for you to trample. But if you was born to a impoverished environment and you had abusive family members, okay, I have both a sperm and egg donor who were cluster bees, who sexually and physically assaulted me for my entire childhood. But that being said, when you have your immediate family and extended family be narcissists and cluster bees, the biggest challenge is not going to be getting over them. I promise you that will be the easiest because there's no love there. But when you go out into this world, when you reach into the meso, now you realize it's all ego. Your main goal is that macro. If you don't have any family, your only goal is to overcome the macro, to figure out how will you pay your taxes and do it with grace. How will you live and spend your older adult life? See, when you come from a impoverished environment, but you have loving family members around you, it's an easier path. And I don't mean it easier like that. Everybody's going through their own thing. I'm just saying for mentality speaking, okay? Because you have support. But when you do not have that support, you are on your own. But you're not on your own because you have to find people that will help you, that will co-create with you. Because the end goal is the macro. Those taxes, you living your best older adult life. We young and yes, we having fun. But time does go by fast and you do not want to be 80 years old scraping and nickeling and diming. Peace and darkness to you. If you have experienced childhood trauma, it doesn't matter your age. You have to be aware of two types of people. The first type, we're going to call them victims, okay? When you don't heal from your childhood trauma, you will attract these type of spirits who know that there's something missing in your life, right? But they have this victim mentality. They will constantly dump onto you. And I'm going to give you an example, right? I met this couple. When I moved to South Carolina, I'm not there anymore. I'm in Atlanta now. But when I moved to South Carolina, I went alone. So I knew no one. I met this couple. They were really nice. I paid them to bring my table to my new apartment, right? But they just continuously like, yeah, I've been through this. Yeah, I got all this. And I get it because everybody has some type of trauma. But they would constantly try to get me to come to their house. I didn't want to. So you have to be aware of the victim type of mentalities of people because they will constantly try to guilt trip you, right? Guilt trip you into coming, and just the way when they call you, it's not a call like, hey, how you doing? It's a call like, hey, why you didn't come over? Why you're not, asking me if I need anything from you? So you have to be mindful of that type of spirit because it's annoying. It's a turnoff. But you'll recognize it, and that's how you know you're healing because you're not going to just allow anyone to take your power. The second type of person you want to be aware of, we're going to call them the alluring spirit, right? These are the type of people who come into your life and it seems so good. It seems like, oh my God, like this is my girl, this is my guy. Like I love them. They're my family because we create our own family. But eventually you will begin to see that they don't really feel the same way how you feel about them. They're keeping you allured to them, keeping you excited maybe to hang out, right? Excited to go on a trip with them, but they never ever do it with you. They never ever solidify anything. They don't support you, but they still keep their energy around you with a sweet voice. How are you? I miss you so much. I can't wait to see you. But they never do. They never do. So this is coming from that unhealed child. You're attracting these type of spirits who are not genuine with you. But when you heal, you're going to cut them the fuck off. The people who I'm referring to, these types, I cut them out of my life. I don't need a victim in my life. I don't need no one to try to make me feel like I'm supposed to come cater to you, one. And number two, I don't need no one who's going to be in my life and pretend to be this type of alluring substance, but you ain't trying to really coagulate together. We not making moves together. Like, if you're not here to make moves with me, you gotta go. So you have to be mindful of those type of spirits. Heal from your childhood trauma so you can recognize who is really your people and who is really just trying to keep you in shame and fear and lack and scarcity and wanting and desiring. Anything you desire, you're supposed to elevate from that on the vibrational chart, and you're to obtain your desires. You're not constantly supposed to just be wanting. You are to have. That's what the game of life is. Go get your shit. Go get what you want. Period.
Had to hop over fences and climb up the ladder to get what I want, bitch. I'm just getting better. They tried to tell me I would never be shit. Look at me now, body built like a brick. Sleep all you want, but I'm chasing my dreams. Everything I do is fuck the supreme. Came from the hood, ain't shit sweet about me.